So we humans, we love to tell ourselves stories. And in fact, our reality comes mostly not from the experiences we have, but from the stories we tell ourselves about those experiences. Yeah, and the stories, yeah, they get weird the moment something goes wrong. So for me, for example, I burn one pie and suddenly I'm not a baking person. Trip once on a treadmill and now you don't do cardio because it's unsafe for the public. And now with AI everywhere, well, the story that marketers are telling ourselves is if I buy just one more tool, one more dashboard, one more robo miracle, everything will finally make sense. But what if it's that story that's the real problem? So marketing is in crisis. We know this. We feel this. But the story that we're telling ourselves is that marketing is in a tech crisis. It's not. Marketing is in a meaning crisis. And I really think we might have a huge opportunity as we get ready for 2026. I think there are three forces that will redefine whether our marketing actually resonates or whether it becomes yet another piece of automated beige content wandering the internet like a lost Roomba. Yeah, here's a twist. Everything you think is a tech problem might actually be a people problem. So what do I mean by that? Well, you and I both know that marketers tell themselves stories. We tell ourselves stories, not facts, stories. We just need better data attribution. We just need cleaner data. We just need one more shiny tool that promises to unlock customer truth with the confidence of a toddler holding a plastic stethoscope. But the story underneath all of that is that marketing is dealing with a meaning crisis. So Work, a sister company to the Content Marketing Institute, just released their Marketer's Toolkit 2026, and it basically holds up a mirror and says, hey, we humans, we're stressed, we're scattered, we're exhausted. And so maybe we marketers should stop shouting at them like they're all standing in one big crowd. We also know that platforms are cluttered, discovery is fractured, people don't want more content, what they want is connection. They want someone who sees them, not someone who targets them with the precision of a sniper playing whack-a-mole. No, the emotional center of marketing has shifted quietly from brands generating content, messaging, value propositions, all of those things, to people. People leading, people communicating, people connecting, building relationships, creators, employees, influencers, community voices, whatever you like, it's the people who show up with real presence. And in Work's research, they find that more than half of marketers say that creators are now working better than traditional media. But then here's the twist. We marketers, we're still not successful with creators. And why? Because we're telling ourselves the story that we have to measure creators with lead gen KPIs. It's a little like hiring Beyonce and judging her by how well she handles the office printer. So creators create connection. That's it. Full stop. They build resonance, not reach. They build trust networks. And maybe we still call those audiences, maybe, but they're trust networks. Audiences might not be the right word anymore, but people, creators, voices create the meaning that brands desperately wish their brand campaigns still had. And that brings us to the 3 R's. Your new marketing operations system for 2026. 3 simple words. A mantra, maybe more than a template. It's resonance, realness, and relationships. So let's talk about it. 1, resonance. Feel something or lose everything. In 2026, your message won't matter unless people feel something in your presence. Discovery hasn't died, it's basically splintered. Communities are smaller, weirder, nichier. They're full of real emotion, and you win. You win as a marketer by showing up like a person with a point of view, not a corporation practicing safe language in a padded cell. Resonance requires listening deeply, showing up repeatedly, and embracing cultural specificity. It's not efficient. It's not really optimizable. It isn't a spreadsheet. It's human work, the soft skill, the kind that algorithms literally cannot fake, no matter how many infinity scroll content mills we feed into them. 2, realness, the human handprint. This is the antidote to the internet's enshittification. Yeah, enshittification. It's a real term that's going around. It's both that slop that you're seeing across the internet and the sound that your soul makes after reading that fully automated LinkedIn post. Realness doesn't mean messy. It doesn't mean unprofessional. It means unmistakably human. A recognizable voice, a taste profile, a point of view that actually risks being specific, personal, maybe even vulnerable. Realness is craft, and craft is what stands out when the internet is drowning in automated oatmeal. 3, relationships, the strategic muscle that we forgot we actually had. So weirdly, Well, maybe not weirdly, maybe not surprisingly, but AI has flattened content. We kind of know this now. But one of the externalities of all of that is that it has elevated the power of relationships because relationships can't be automated, scraped, or cloned. Brands need relatable internal voices. Yes, marketing is becoming even more of a team sport, not less of one. Creators who participate, not promote. Communities that co-shape the brand instead of being focus grouped into oblivion. Small, ongoing interactions, not the big, splashy campaigns trying to manufacture intimacy at scale. There's a plot twist here as well, though. Relationship building requires investment in people. In our latest CMI research, we found that talent development came in dead last for 2026 planning and budgets. Dead last. Imagine telling your teams, yeah, relationships are going to be the new competitive advantage, and then budgeting like, and we'll be achieving that through Johnny vibe coding in the marketing automation system in the corner over there. Yeah, thank you for your service. No. What does that new marketing look like? What does that organization look like? What do those people look like? Well, it stops organizing around channels and production and distribution, and it starts organizing around connection. You elevate the people who carry the emotional clarity out to those connections. You treat creators like partners instead of just media placements. You build community touchpoints into the core, not the periphery. You make room for creative specificity, this stuff that's too weird to survive in basically a brand-oriented committee. And no, this doesn't mean every employee has to become a TikTok star or learn to prompt like some Harry Potter-themed cybersecurity wizard. No, or even stop using AI full stop. No, it simply means your humans finally get the infrastructure they need to make your brand feel like a human too. In other words, they stop being systems configurator, button pushers, and they become connections to your audiences. Because when you pull back far enough, marketing hasn't lost relevance, it's lost its center. People don't want noise. They want more people, the ones who make meaning. They don't want more content, they want presence. They don't want precision, they want connection. And the brands that reorganize around humanity, resonance, realness, and relationships, they'll not only win in 2026, I think they'll shape what marketing becomes even after that. It's resonance, it's realness, and it's relationships. I'm going to be working a lot on these three words in my 2026 planning, and I've started a bit of a conversation in my full article this week. And if you want to start with me, well, yeah, I've linked the full article in the post. So let's stop telling ourselves that the stories aren't doing us, or the stories that aren't doing us any favors. And if you'll excuse me now, I'm going to get back to some cardio and maybe get back into baking. Oh, remember, it's your story. Tell it well. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you again next week.